The Effective Executive. Summary. Based on the book by the father of management, Peter F. Drucker, The Effective Executive. Effectiveness is a rare skill. It allows us to get more things done in a shorter period of time. While others waste countless hours and energy on a lot of things, effective people manage to accomplish their goals faster and seemingly effortlessly as if they knew a shortcut to success. In this article, I'd like to talk about 5 principles, or in Mr. Drucker's words, 5 habits of the mind, that have to be acquired to become an effective executive. Let's get started then. Number 1, know thy time. Time is the rarest, most valuable resource that cannot be acquired or bought for any amount of money. A billionaire dying from cancer can't buy more time with all the millions at his disposal, yet time is the most wasted resource. You rarely see people throwing away their money, but throwing away time for needless things is very common, especially in this time and age with all those distractions in our lives. When I read Darren Hardy's book, The Compound Effect, I learned a very effective method to monitor every single cent that leaves my wallet. He taught the principles of recording your expenses, where you record every transaction on a notebook every time you buy something. It gives you 2 things. 1, it shows exactly how much you spend on food, movies, rent, etc. 2, you spent less because you grow lazy to reach for your notebook every time you buy something, so you pass. Anyways, effective executives develop this habit of recording their time. They either record it themselves or ask their secretaries to do that for them. It allows them to see if their time is being used effectively. If not, they make necessary changes or cancel some of the unproductive activities. To manage their time, first, executives have to know where it goes. Number 2, what can I contribute? The effective executive asks himself, what can I do to contribute that will significantly affect the performance and the result of the institution that I serve? Once he answers that question, he will see ways to make his contribution. One mistake that most executives make is they try to do everything on their own. There's no such thing as a genius executive. He must choose what he does best and delegate the rest of the task to other more capable people than himself. The executive's main job is focusing on the bigger picture and working with his team to make his contribution possible. Number 3, making Strenght Productive. Any given company is not but a group of people united together to provide a service or a product for a profit. The success of the company depends on the strength and talents of the people who work in it. One of the main jobs of the executive is to find and bring great people to the company. An effective executive must understand and accept one thing. Their subordinates are paid to do their jobs, not to please their superiors. Even if it means not seeing eye to eye with the great employee whose talents are a valuable asset to the company. One day during the American Civil War, General Robert Lee was mad at one of his generals because he disregarded his orders, ruining Lee's plans. Lee, who normally controlled his temper, blew up in rage. When he cooled down, one of his aides asked respectfully, "Why don't you relieve him from his command?" Lee turned around in complete amazement and said to his aide, "What an absurd question. He performs." Lee knew that his fondness to his general was irrelevant, as long as his general did his job well. Number 4, first things first. If you carefully observe successful people, you will notice that their most used, most loved word is no. They learn to say no to a lot of things, both in their personal lives and in professional careers. One of my favorite quotes from Warren Buffett goes like this: "The difference between successful people and really successful people is that the really successful people say no to almost everything." In Mr. Drucker's words, if there is any one secret of effectiveness, it is concentration. Effective executives do first things first, and they do one thing at a time. Effective executives do so many difficult things, but unlike us, they do one thing at a time. Number 5, make effective decisions. Making decisions is hard. Therefore, effective executives take enough time to make the right decisions. To them, making quick decisions equals making wrong decisions. They consider the matter from different angles, weigh the facts and opinions before coming to a conclusion. I learned an effective method from Jim Collins and William Lazer's book, Beyond Entrepreneurship. It helps me a lot, and it goes like this. Make a decision, but don't tell anyone for 24 to 48 hours. Observe your mood and feelings. If you still feel good about your decision, then it's probably the right one and you can tell others. If you feel sad and bad about it, it's probably the wrong decision.